Okay, Carpool Mom here with my third installment. And this one's kind of real and kind of raw for me. I want to call it crash and burn because lately I feel like I've been in complete and total crash and burn mode. Let's see, school started back, and if any of you know about that, you know how crazy that can be. I got bus schedules and PTO meetings and kindergarten, 1,200 papers in a folder, sweaty gym socks from football practice for boys, and a high schooler with hormones and a schedule this long who makes all these plans for someone who can't drive or have a job. And there's just these moments where I'm like, I can't do anymore. And I'm trying really hard, and something's always coming up. I forgot to put their sandwich in their lunches on Friday. All they had was junk food. Tons of Cheez-Its and cookies. Not a sandwich to be seen. Nope, not a one. My 5-year-old won't let me forget it. So last night, I took my daughter driving, and I'm holding this piece here. And this is supposed to be on the outside of my car, and there's some scratches, so we had an incident. God bless her, she's trying, she's new, she's learning, right? But she crashed into a rock because she panicked, and she didn't realize what she was doing, she forgot what she knew, and she crashed and burned, literally, with my car. So that was fun. I didn't lose it. Very patient, love her, she's learning, she's trying hard. But it felt like in that moment, it was a metaphor for my life lately. Everything that's been happening and the crazy schedules. I made family dinner the other night. My 5-year-old proceeded to spit the food out and say he didn't want it because he wanted pizza. And my middle schooler gagged because there was one mushroom in his pasta that I missed and didn't pick out for him. My fault, probably shouldn't cater to that, but we all do stuff like that for our kids, and we try. And I feel like no matter what we do, sometimes it's just not enough, right? And we crash and we burn. And maybe you don't have kids yet, but maybe you feel like you're crashing and burning in other areas, whether it's relationship. God knows dating is not easy. I'm trying it. It's not easy. Whether it's finances, whether it's you thought you'd be at this point in your life by now and you had this plan and it sounded great, and then life hits and you're like, no, I'm not there. I have no idea how I'm ever going to get there. Or with parenting, you think, I'll never do that when you have kids, and then that all goes out the window. So we all crash and burn at times. I mean, day to day to day, right? And when my daughter crashed into that rock, I just had this moment where I thought, okay, that's a metaphor for my life. And I can fix this. Obviously, we're going to have to. The car's still drivable, but she forgot what she knew, and she panicked in that moment as we were heading towards the rock and the crash. And how many times do we do that in our life? I had this out-of-body experience with dinner the other night where I forgot I love my children. I forgot we had just been to church on Sunday. I forgot everything and found myself saying things that I would never usually say, like an out-of-body experience, talking to my children because I'm frustrated and I feel inadequate, and I feel like no matter what I do, no matter what, it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm not mad at them, really, although their behavior could be better. I'm really frustrated with myself and feeling inadequate and raw, and in those moments it comes out, and I know we've all been there. But when I saw the rock, it made me think of the scripture verses that talk about Jesus being our rock, the rock of salvation. When he talks in Matthew about the builder who built his house on the sand, and the rains came and the storms blew and beat against the house, and the house crashed like a house of cards because it was built on the sand. But the other house that was built on the rock, when the rain came and the winds blew and the storms beat against that house, it stood, and it stood firm because the foundation was on the rock. And then there's the verse in Psalms that says, when my heart is overwhelmed, Lord, lead me to the rock that's higher than I. So in those moments where we feel inadequate, we feel like we're crashing and burning in all aspects and sides, when we have some scratches and some parts that are dismantled, this can be fixed. This can be repaired. We can fix things on the outside. But if our foundation is not built on the rock, is not go back to what we know. Remember those things that we were taught. If she remembers those lessons from driving, she won't crash again. Because if you don't fix your foundation in life, the next time the storm comes, you might crash again. If she doesn't learn the basics of driving, the next time a car comes, she's going to panic and do the same thing. But if you know your rock and you're building your house on the rock, when the storms of life come, your foundation will hold strong, and so will you. And even if we make a mistake, He's always there. And when our heart is overwhelmed, oh God, lead us to the rock that's higher than you. Thank you. Thanks for watching.